Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Hardcore Minecraft Take 3. When last we left the avatar, as you can see, we filled in all the edges of the map that weren't water, and now we are back home, waiting until it is near night to give getting a zombified villager and curing them another try. Only this time, we are not going to have at thee with every single zombie we encounter. We are going to use stratagem, and that stratagem is going to be riding about on the horse until we find the zombie villager that we need. If, of course, we find the zombie villager that we need. There is no guarantee that we will find one. And while we wait, we might as well do a spot of fishing and get some experience, because we want to get to level 30 to get that enchantment. I remember that we wanted to get a really high level enchantment that we can use later for a great suit of armor. But we can't get that unless we are level 30, so let's work towards getting that. It's a good way to pass a bit of time, and a good way to potentially get some more awesome things, like another enchanted fishing rod. We have an Unbreaking 3 one, so we're well on the way to making the fishing rod of my dreams. One with Lucubacy 3, Lure 3, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. That fishing rod will never break, and then we can just get rid of every other fishing rod that we come across because we won't need any more. That fishing rod will be perfect. It'll fish up a lot of awesome stuff, including a lot of enchanted books. And that's what we hopefully want. We want to fish up things like books of mending. I once fished up a book with Unbreaking 3 and Mending on it, as well as a few other enchantments. It literally was the ultimate book to fish up for my equipment. And I was super pleased about it. I used that on one of the bits of armor I'm still using in my survival world to this day. A pufferfish there. Good for experience, not for much else really. We should also think about eating a little bit of food before we go out for the night. It's going to be a little bit safer with us on Emeralda 2, but there's still going to be a lot of peril. There's always a lot of peril when you're out at night. But there's no peril right now. It's just fishing. The amount of experience we're getting right now isn't fantastic. It does get exponentially larger, the requirement for each level, but it's a safe and inevitable way of getting XP. Mining is also a pretty safe way when there aren't monsters about, as long as you're mining things like coal. And then there's also trading, but we need a villager to have that happen. And that is what we're hopefully going to get tonight. We're either going to get that or Doom, and I'd much rather not get Doom, because Doom is pretty bad for our survival. We do not want Doom. A villager just appearing, the first zombie, would be just fantastic. What we could then do is we could get that zombie into the building, and then close it off, go get some sleep, and then wait until the zombie is cured. Because as long as they're inside the building, they'll be fine. It's nearly time for us to go to that village. And I think with that, it is time to go. We'll dump all this stuff off here. We'll keep this in our inventory. And we will... we're going to... Actually, I have a plan. I have a plan, and hopefully I can instigate it before it gets too dark. Here's the hoping. We're going to quickly move... Actually, no, we're going to run over to there. Saving ourselves a little bit of time, consuming some of that hunger bar, but I'm planning on eating some bread anyway, so it'll be fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put torches around the perimeter of the village, so that it's less likely that enemies will spawn nearby. Like so. We'll move these later. But for now, having a little bit of a safe zone, even if it's a bit of a shaky safe zone, is better than having no safe zone at all. There we go. Right. in here. Golden apple. Splash potion of weakness. We do want to know at all times what time of night it is. Alright, Emeralda 2. We are on the hunt for a zombie villager, and that is all we are looking for. We are looking for nothing else. This is always nerve-wracking. Every time it gets really dark, it is always nerve-wracking. And while I'm thinking about it, torch here too. And here. I think that will do. Suitable enough light to keep things from spawning literally right here. It's very dark. I'm actually going to quickly put this map away so that it doesn't occupy any of my screen, and let's go on the hunt. We could go over to the desert, but getting the zombie over from the desert to here will be extremely difficult. Alright, it's very dark now. Enemies should be spawning. Yep, we have skeletons, and we have not a whole lot else right now. Just a huge horde of skeletons. Right, let's go for a ride over to here and see if we can find... There is a... That spider has a weird sort of wavy aura about it. I don't trust that at all. We have skeletons there. More skeletons. Today is the day that skeletons decided to appear. They knew that I was looking for zombies, and so the game went, nah, skeletons. Skeletons forever. We've caught the attention of one skeleton. Aha! There are zombies there, but none of those zombies are zombies that I want, so let us quickly gallop away. Oh my, there are lots and lots of enemies about, aren't there? Oh, there are loads of them. You know what? I'm just going to go over here and try and get far enough away that enemies might actually despawn. We are so fast that it would be very difficult for enemies to actually catch up to us. It's going to be very difficult. There is a drowned over there. Not quite what I want. Don't want a drowned. We have... Ooh! That right there is exactly what I want. You see that zombie there? That is a zombie villager. Problem. Need to be able to get that zombie here without them dying. And without us dying. Alright. Okay, there's you. Where is that zombie villager? You are there. Okay, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to fight my way towards you. This is going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky, but I think I can do it. Right. Let's, I should probably have the shield here, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. But I don't for some silly reason. 2, 3, 4. Okay, did any more spawn? No. I think one more did spawn. But that's okay. I'll just hit you. And get rid of you. Okay. Eat the apple. 2. Oh. Like that. And... where is that zombie? I know you're there. I don't want you there. Have you... did you disappear? Did you despawn? Because if you despawned, I'm going to be very, very sad. I'm very sad you despawned. Right. Let's get out of here. And by out of here, I mean just over to here so that I can pause and reflect. I can eat extremely quickly, well, on the move very quickly while I'm on the horse. There are just so many enemies about. Just so many. They just spawn in such huge numbers. It makes getting the zombie villagers so tricky. Just look at it, a huge swarm of zombies, and that zombie villager is most certainly gone by the looks of it. Just disappeared. Didn't pay attention to the zombie villager vanished. And that was my 2.5% chance, folks. It was there, and then it was gone. They do not spawn anywhere near as quickly when you are just in normal difficulty. But on hard, oh my, they are everywhere. I mean, you're still there. But the one that I want is not here right now. I've got the attention of a creeper. I do not have the attention of the Enderman. And that is something I'm very... Oh, wow. It's like, yeah, you wanna get over to that place? Good luck. Good luck doing anything there. We need to move far, far away from there if we're going to have any hope of... oh, hello. If we're going to have any hope of having any chance of a villager getting to the village. Because right now we have no chance of that. We have no chance of that at all. Just so many enemies everywhere. I know how to pick them, don't I? I know how to pick the places for, anything. Ooh, do you have something I want? You have a shovel? I mean, I can go for it. Let's go for it. Have at thee! You didn't drop it. Well, worth a try. Worth a try. That didn't spawn any more zombies that I can see. I'm missing something with this plan. The plan is that, I want to get the villager, but only the villager, and there are just too many zombies. There's just too many of everything. And there's a skeleton wearing, some pants. Let's go back around. More enemies will have spawned. That's fine. And that's a pig. And there's more enemies here. This is admittedly a lot safer for me, because there aren't the huge amount of enemies with the inability to escape. I can escape quite easily, just by using my, horse here. Don't want to fight the drowned. I want to leave the drowned there. These zombies are just hanging around. That zombie there with the bit of string. There was a zombie villager. The zombie villager was right there. However, we just were not fortunate. Zombie villager despawned. There were just too many zombies about. Also, you cannot outrun them when you're backpedaling on the horse. But you can outrun them when you are just galloping forward. No luck? No luck over here, certainly. There are a few zombies, but none of them are what we want. Darn it. We had the zombie right there. I should have just gone for that zombie, but it was so difficult to get there. There is a zombie wearing leather armor. There's a zombie here in gold armor with a shovel. Don't really want either right now. Besides, you will survive the morning because you're wearing a helmet, so we can actually leave you be. You'll just hear the arrows flying right past me. I don't know what's up with that spider there with the effect on it. I really don't know. And it nearly is daytime. This is the last chance that we're going to have to find a zombified villager, well, a second zombified villager, and we are going to fail, aren't we? Yes, yes we are. No zombified villager saved for us. Although you have an egg, be proud of your achievement of finding that egg. So many zombies, and I think that skeleton wearing gold armor did... Ooh, ow! Did vanish. Now that has changed to a red sort of glow. Zombies, zombies everywhere, but not a one to cure. Alas, we did try. We did try. I can eat this because we've taken quite a bit of damage. You can't see your hunger bar when you are riding a steed. And everything is now setting on fire. Which suits me just fine. We can get rid of all of these enemies and think about what I am doing wrong. The problem I have is that I can't get to the zombies. There appears to be something down... Well, there's a hole down there. That hole really isn't going to bother us, though. And with that, all of the threats are gone. I think the drowned is still going to be over there. And there's still a zombie somewhere nearby, but not close enough by that I have to worry about it. Okay. What I need is I need a place to hide, just in case I get surrounded and I'm in some bother. And to get that, we're going to use a lot of these here. This could also be a good place to move the zombie to, should I need to. I'm really curious as to what that glow is. That's really worrying me. We did get some rotten flesh. That is something. That's not really going to be enough, is it? So if I were, for instance, to do this and build a small little area here. And by small, I mean it's actually quite big. I think it's got a bigger amount of area than the houses that I've built. If it's too high, it can then block enemies, apart from spiders, from following me. And if I put a door here, then we can definitely stop enemies from pursuing us. One door, or rather 3 doors, and that should work. There we go. But we're not done. We're not done. We want a little more. We want a set of ladders so that we can go up a few levels. 3, maybe a few more. Maybe a few more. This is something that I think will be quite useful, having a little viewing point where we can look up. We can just climb up to here and just head up and up and up. And up a bit more, like so. Until we are at the top, and we can then look at our surroundings. And do so safely as well. That's the main thing I want to make sure I can do. Do so safely. Look about and not be in any particular peril. This is a big ask, I know, but hopefully this will work. Just need to put this here and start building this around me. I'm going to need to chop down a few more trees. Also, we are going to need to put some torches here so that we don't have any monsters spawning right within the place when I'm trying to run to it. That's probably a good idea. All of this, and it's probably still going to be for nothing, as we probably still won't get any zombie villagers. But I'm willing to give it one more try for now. And if that doesn't work, then I will go back to more exploration. There is still the whole inner part of that map that I've yet to explore. And I do want to fill that in. Right, this will do for that. And I want to wait for a sapling, as always. I want to make sure I plant all the trees that I can. That was admittedly a lot less perilous than it was before. I wasn't expecting to succeed, but to have a victory snatched away from me when it was so close, that part was a bit painful. It's a lot easier in normal difficulty because there just aren't so many enemies. They just don't spawn in such huge numbers. But that's the difficulty of playing on hard difficulty. You just need to adapt to the increased challenge. And I'm going to have to adapt because the only other option is to concede defeat. And the Avatar does not concede defeat. Okay, the Avatar may sometimes concede defeat, but not permanently. Not permanently. And while I'm thinking about things to do here, I might as well harvest some of this wheat. Just grab it all and replant, because while there isn't a villager tending to it, it's just there growing and doing nothing. So I will take advantage of this and get some more wheat. I might actually save the wheat as well, because wheat is a good thing to trade. There we go. That can go in here, as well as that. This, that, and this here. I can harvest this too. And put that there. And let's go about... oh, we also have that needs to go there. Let's go about making the rest of my strange lookout thingamabob. It is a rough and crude creation, but it is my rough and crude creation. And it should, in theory, protect me from enemies that... Oh! Howdy! How you doing? You're just walking around having a look, are you? I wonder if the zombies and skeletons and everything will decide to attack a group of pillagers. That's something I may find out. For when we come back, folks, we will wait until it is night and look around once more for a zombie villager. We found one, but we couldn't get to the villager because there were just too many enemies about. Fingers crossed this time round we'll do a bit better. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. I see you there, hiding away. Unless you've despawned. We'll have to go and find out. You're being very sneaky if you haven't.